friends, welcome to Answer. So today it is the 62nd episode in the science series. So in science today we're going to discuss about another mission to Venus. So that mission is the mission known as the Venus Express. Yes. So it was the first Venus mission which was sent by the ESA. And again they did a collaboration with Roscosmos, which is the Russian one. While Russians already did it many years ago when they were the Soviets. Yes. So they sent many missions known as the Venera series. From 1 to 12 missions they sent to Venus alone. Yeah, the Soviets did a lot at the time. And many of them were successful. Yeah, that was pretty great. While this is the first time that the ESA did something like this, like sending a space probe, an orbiter to Venus. So remember, this Venus Express is an orbiter, not a lander, because if something lands on the surface of Venus, it immediately melts. Because Venus is the most hottest planet in the world, in the solar system. So next it was launched on 9th November 2005 from Earth and then arrived at Venus on April 2006. Yes, so that was a pretty long time ago. Next, the rocket that sent the spacecraft was the Soyuz FG, which was a Russian rocket. And then site was Baikonur, which is a Russian space station which is leased territory which Kazakhstan gave to Russia. Yes, so yeah. So next is last contact was on 18 January 2015. Yeah, in the last contact with this satellite was on 2015. So after that they didn't get anything from the satellite. The connection cut. And now we don't know how it is going around the Venus surface, the orbit. If it even went into Venus' surface, or if it just left the orbit of Venus, or even made a new moon just mixing with other orbiters, like that. We don't know what happened. Yes. So next it has 7 scientific instruments. So first is the Aspera 4. So this investigates the interaction between the solar winds and the Venusian atmosphere. So first, the Venusian atmosphere is very thick compared to the Earth's atmosphere and is very dense compared to Earth's. And then solar winds. So these are just solar plasma storms which are sent by the sun sometimes, because it's bored and want to kill all of us on humans and all the planets. Because why not? The sun wants to do it. Let the sun have its own fun. So the Aspera 4, these scientific instruments, help to investigate the interaction between the Venusian atmosphere as well as the solar winds / the plasma. Next is the MEAG, which is a magnetometer. So it measures the strength of Venus's magnetic field, which is not that great as Earth's, but it is pretty weak. Yes. So is the VMC, which is the Venus monitoring camera. It is global imaging of a planet. A large photo taker / camera which takes very large photos of the planet. Yes. So next is the PFS, which is the planetary Fourier spectrometer. So it is a vertical optical sounding of the Venus atmosphere, just to study the Venusian atmosphere, if it is safe for human lives, or if we can even change it. Yeah. So next there is the SPICAC. I love to call it SPICAC instead of SPICAC. It's more easier to say as SPICAC, because why not? So it is an imaging spectrometer. It is used to observe the sun through the Venus atmosphere, just like to feel what the sun looks from the surface of Venus, which kind of looks. We can't even see it because of the atmosphere. But here it is seen from the Venusian atmosphere. Yes, not from the main surface. So next is VIRTIS, which I again want to pronounce as VIRTIS instead of VI or TIS. So this is also an imaging spectrometer. So it analyzes all layers of the atmosphere and also found out the surface temperature of Venus, which is more than 800 degrees Celsius. That is very, very hot. Yeah. Okay. And finally is the VRA or the Vera. So this is so its full form is the Venus Radio Science. So it is not exactly like an instrument, but it is an experiment. So it was a radio sounding experiment of the whole planet, of the atmosphere mainly. So yeah, there are 7 instruments and 1 experiment. Yes. So yeah, I mean 6 instruments and 1 experiment. Sorry. So next and finally, its main objective is the long-term observation of the Venus atmosphere, just to study the Venusian atmosphere for a pretty long time, which it did until 2005. So it did it for 9 whole years, and from 2006 to 2015. Yes, so this is for today about the Venus Express. Bye.